something has gone wrong and something has come out really shady. I mean, there were so many other witnesses that came. The doctor came from Perez. He said they were happy to provide the CCTV. Nobody asked for it. That is a good evidence. And the man also said that the mobile had been dead for more than how many hours before it was brought to the hospital. But this guy said that they commuted between Kuramed Hospital and Perez Hospital. That we all know that Kuramed is in Orchid and Perez is in Osaka, London. In 20 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever story they told at that time. And so it means that this boy had been dead since. Now the driver came and said they rushed out at 3 a.m. Nobody ever saw Mohbad alive. On Monday, people came and they were telling lies. And the lawyer could not say anything. And the people that would gather themselves and call themselves to be critical thinkers, are you saying that they're not working for somebody? Because all these things are clear to everybody, even to the blind, that something shady was going on with our legal team, not asking the right questions. A lawyer, the pathologist came to court and gave his own testimony. And the only question he was asked was whether he was paid or he wasn't paid. Was that the right question to ask? If you are actually looking for, because look at the corona, you are looking for cause of death. You are not looking at all these gutter dots.
Paparino, Ezuflex. So let's even assume they have not charged.
I'll let you speak. I'll let you speak.
Well, Odi, I just want to say this. This. It's not the thought. Let's assume that police have not charged the nurse and spending. Let's assume that this corona is the only thing we are waiting for. Honestly, it's
so annoying. And do you know what? From the day we start calling out this legal team, that's the day I personally was labeled as anti-justice, and they started calling me out. And I didn't stop. When I feel like speaking, I speak. When I don't feel like speaking, I just watch. I just say in the comment section, I watch. Or sometimes I'll type. But what I'm saying is that these lawyers, I mean, they are saying that Spending's statement was misrepresented by the court. If the judge knew that this lawyer was serious and was on top of his game, she would not make any mistake. This judge gave a never-ending vacation. She disappeared to go and cook up a judgment with her cohorts. And then she came back and delivered this kind of border dash to everybody. And we're all supposed to just swallow it. And people are just saying, they're against Baba. They're against Baba. Who is against Baba? This is what everybody has been speaking about. Everybody was labeled anti-justice. Abusing people's families, calling out people. Everybody came out to look for justice for Mohbad. I've been looking for justice for Mohbad. When you notice that something is not quite right, do you know the time that this Papariano's platform discovered that things were shady on this case? And everybody was calling him out. All the people that were here with us, fighting and calling out and saying the right things, they at some point deflected. They defected to a team and started calling out the right things, as if everybody was made on some kind of balloon.
It is findings, not judgment.
A corona court is to find out the cause of death. And if they are not able to do it,
they didn't indict anybody.
No,
it's not a criminal court.
It's not at all. But a lot of people don't understand. They just believe it's court, it's judgment.
No, it's like investigation.
They don't know that case has just started. This case has just started. See, I've always said something. If the courts decide that they're not going to do the right thing, no problem. But the truth will be exposed. The truth will be thrown out into the open, and everybody will have to face their shame. That's what's going to happen, because this boy is going to get justice.
What people should just take to this is that Ezuflex, Mr. Duke, I'm coming. At the corona, at Olokpa, Lagos State Police Command, they are not willing to accept new evidence. It will jeopardize the original script.
No.
Maybe Baba Monpa come play along the Abi Oti Kaju Baba.
When you came into this case, we all saw what you were doing. Even though there were other challenges in between. But let me tell you something. You attacked the right cause. You attacked the right cause because you said evidence la latiwa. And you were going after evidence. But what happened? Everybody was fighting against evidence. All of a sudden, everybody that is supporting that evidence is a criminal, is anti-justice. You went to Mohbad's house. I myself, when I was in Nigeria, I went to Mohbad's house to go and determine the distance between Mohbad's house and Kuramet, because I have friends in their estate, Royal Pine Estate. I purposely went to visit my friends there just to go and see for myself. So some of us have seen these things for ourselves, and we know that the lies were just too many lies. And then people will come here and be cursing people out as if they have no family. When things like this happen in your family, we'll wait and see how you want to face the challenge. Because if you don't fight for somebody else today, who is going to fight for you? How is this nonsense going to stop in Nigeria? People will look at you and blatantly dish out rubbish to a whole generation, and the people will be supporting evil. The same oppressors will be using the oppressed to oppress the oppressed. Can you imagine mad people? You can't even feed. You go to court and be hailing evil. You go there and be hailing evil. And then somebody is trying to say, look, let us change the course. Let us change the course of things in this country. And people will be fighting them. The same people that you are fighting for will be fighting you. I am not a child. I'm a retiree. I'm enjoying myself. I was complaining yesterday.
Anyway, Mohbad is going to get justice very soon.
In the next 2 days. See, let me tell you, justice will be served. Either would they like it or not. Whether through the court or through the streets. Because people will know the truth. And let me see whether those who are evil, who have killed this young man, will be able to walk the streets freely. They have lost their freedom. Unless if they don't take them off the streets, they will take themselves off the streets. That's what will happen. Let's not be pallying these things and everything. The lawyers failed. Everybody cannot go and fight for Mohbad in the court. The lawyers have heard everybody's submission. The driver came. He said people rushed out at 3 a.m. DDM has been interviewing people. We are hearing things. They are showing evidence. They are showing videos. They are showing voice notes. They are showing write-ups. And none of this have been tendered. And then the judge is even having the audacity to come and be reading wrong things as outcome or as our own submission for this case. And nobody can ask questions.
Showing that she was lackadaisical, not prepared for her, whatever.
Yeah, because in Nigeria, life doesn't mean anything to all these people. They're constantly sacrificing and shedding innocent blood. But on this one, Mohbad has told them, and it's going to come to pass. It might take time for it to work. But let me tell you something. This thing that has happened is not the end of it. This case has just started. Just watch. Thank you.
Mr. Duke, I think you want to talk, or Mr. Yomi, you want to talk? Okay. Or Golden Seal or the rest of them. Somebody else can.
Mr. Yomi. I was just obviously looking at now we seem to be dancing towards your party. It seems you have a party within you. I'm looking at how, what point are we right now in these 3 seconds? And the reason why I want to talk about this is, we know that obviously the police had possession of that phone. Would we say that they've not had a chance to check the evidence?
The point is this. What I am suspecting, that's why I asked that very, very germane question. I never knew that everybody on this TikTok does not know why Mohbad was actually unalive. I thought everybody had an idea that I have. But we are just trying to avoid it for, safety purpose and, national security and all of that. However,
why is it echoing? Mr. Duke, maybe you can mute so he can talk.
Maybe somebody is unmuting. Okay, can I go on? So basically, Mr. Duke, from what I know, the case was ordered to be taken away from Panti to the bigger stuff in Abuja for harmonization and prosecution. I am not lying about that. How effective, how fast, how long, where will they get what they want to use? Who is going to motivate them? Who is mobilizing them? Whatever they are doing, what did they find? How many people do they bring? How did they want to round all of them up? Are they looking for somebody yet? Have they questioned? I can't give that details. and I can't tell you that I have it now. But the only thing I think we can do, if somebody like Paparino and you have a lawyer, I am saying, because if we had engaged the service of a public lawyer, that I know this one is working for the public that we trust, I would have easily released the information of where the case is domiciled. Though one of the, there is a possibility, let me put it that way. One of the people that Garusi, in my case in Panti, they have been contacted. I am saying, because while I was away, while I was in Kutonu then, yeah, and later went to the president, I went to submit, I removed my SIM card, particularly the one on my foundation letterhead, because I don't want them to track me until I get where I'm going. So until I spoke with them in Panti, and they told me where the case file was taken to, and the order of the presidency, what they gave to the case. So, but before I could contact them, I think they've tried to contact other people they see in the case file that are on my side. Do you understand? So, if we have that one alone, just that public lawyer, that one will go and trace them there, know what is going on, and on behalf of the public, they will continue. And then there are sundry cases that should be going to court by now, that will be charging to court, and then by the time those ones are activated, it's not the public. Then the current government will not want stain, because it is no longer the arranged investigation and this stuff they had. It is now the public with their own new evidence, new lead that is in their possession. We have a 3 seconds in our possession. We have a homicide confession in our possession from somebody in the house with Mohbad, where he actually breathed his last. How the government and the police will now say, this one is not credible, we can't post. If we get to a stage, the public will be legitimately aggrieved. And if we take to the streets, if they are saying, what are they saying? They will say the police deliberately, they are shielding the homicide evidence, and that is why they won't want to be accused of that cover up. How much more? They have seen those in the video, in my own understanding, but how to round them up and know what and who is involved, who has been financing them, do they have this, and maybe one or two powerful persons are involved, and these are people that they have to go back and report to the head, like, sir, this is what we find, though. What do we do? And then they have to probably call the person and say, hello, you have to report yourself for our place, so there is an order for this case. And when they finish it up, and I can tell you for free, that is the reason why they have to call them and say, this corona court should round up too. But Baba may not know. But he knew that he has been invited. All he just wants to do is he thought everything will still come back to this. The case may eventually come back to Lagos. That is when they bring and pack them to this DPP and say, in the light of this new evidence, we are added to this spending and loss that are ongoing. Maybe from there they will charge the case to High Court. But let's wait. But let's do that. Public lawyer and September 11 protests. In all the embassies, let us come out. Canada, America, London, and then Abuja. That is where probably with ourselves and Very Dark Man, our path will cross, because now we're on the same page. Let him be doing what he's doing. However, anything he wants to do that will, get him results, let him do it. People should not criticize him. Yeah, what we have done, this is all your efforts, not me, not just me. It is all you guys' efforts. Your sleepless nights, your vigils, your money has gotten us to the attention of the president. So now that Very Dark Man is on top of it, and other activists are now going to be coming on board, some of them have even contacted me. Trust me, they have no choice than to see the case in its original form, the way it should have been. So maybe some of the little fragments, they will still find it in the case. Despite the fact that Baba Mohbad has been told the honest truth. You are on the edge. You have been indicted by an inquest. They may not suggest that they should prosecute you, but you have been indicted. It is now left for the DPP to take it up and say, we want to go for you or not. And if they don't want to go for you, I'm like, come out of 4 hours, I don't know anything can happen, but I will only appeal to him to try softly. Realign and appreciate everybody fighting.
Not to persecute. You're saying they might decide not to persecute him. Why would they decide not to persecute him if they are saying he actually tampered with evidence?
That is what they are trying. The message they are trying to pass to him. That is still the power of the DPP. So if he is saying that they should prosecute Naramali, now that you have been indicted too, you must force the government, the same DPP, to charge you, Baba Mohbad, to court for your own crime. Because whether you all like it or not, burying Mohbad at the time he buried him is a serious criminal offense in Lagos State. It's the law. So whether he will now pressure the government to say, me too, I am accessory after the fact. Oh yeah, charge me to court. Since you believe we don't know our job. So now that you have been explained to now your own coroner court, which your own lawyer reminded you, even they said it clearly to him, that she was meant to pressure the Baba. Ṣé tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n á pa ọkọ ẹ̀bọ́nulé torí pé àwọn èèyàn ló wá pa láti ìta ẹ̀dẹ̀ fẹ́ sáré lọ sí báwo lọkọ̀ òun ṣe fẹ́ rí justice tẹ̀ bá sáré sí. How do you want my husband to get justice if you bury him so quickly? Baba, why do you want to do this to me? She's meant to insist. So all these things are not tenable. Baba, you cannot get into the house of your son, find blood, realize that he has been embalmed within a short period of time they left hospital, and you saw broken railing. Will Baba say it does not? It didn't seem Wunmi that Wunmi has swollen faces. Will Baba come out to say? So when you look at all these things and the game they are playing, the government to look at is that this man is playing with fire. Now, our activist security, that's a human rights organization security. You will run yourself into problem. How come you want to tell us that even if you are shaking because some of these terrible God-forsaken individuals are making us look stupid? If Baba got there, will he say he didn't see that Wunmi's face was swollen? So if you realize that Wunmi's face was swollen, you saw blood, you saw the boy was embalmed, and the next thing, because you went to one police station, allegedly, and they deny you went to go and bury, and you claim you are seeking justice.
Mr. Yomi did not go to police station. They wanted to go and bury. They were going to go.
I know. I'm just trying to, let's play the devil's advocate. And when we're trying to explain this to him, that Baba, only the truth can set you free. These are the gaps. But let's approach it now. Going forward from this, you wanted to go, whoever cajoled you or forced you or whatever meets him, you have agreed with them because you realize that the people involved with whoever took your son's life, they are powerful. But don't forget that the part of the truth you must tell the world is that your son is part of those people. Your son and your brother-in-law is part of them. And that is how they overpower the wife. That they cannot speak the truth amongst themselves. But Baba is bitter that you, for even trying to even want to take control over my son, no, I can't accept this. I will drag you. I may not be able to get it, but I will make sure I move fear laka. It's understandable. That is what you are doing. But that is not what the public is doing. The public are not interested to say they want justice for Mohbad. And that is what Wunmi said. She never insulted the public. Wunmi said it clear. What the public, the justice the public were looking for is different from what the father-in-law is looking for. And I said it severally. It is still the same Baba Saku that was blocking every step to get evidence. And they will come to the same set of people and say, Yomi Fabi is lying. It's because of money. Are you the first people that will donate to an NGO to pursue a cause, a project that you know is financially laden, that has financial implication? Non-governmental, non-governmental organization at charity. I hate it. My own is not charity. It is an NGO. So and the government know. They know how much and how far we can go. They know how far an NGO will work with foreign governments, how we can work with several institutions. They know the high risk. In that time, our colleagues me for lossy premier, Tora short, Tora Papa, Tora Pata, and me for educate on human rights. And I'm using the same experience to support the same public. And the public is more than roti. And work with Yoshi Biragada and told her select to Waba Shiko. And what about Neil at this stage? You call your mouth, Colasoro. So going forward now, Baba should come down. He has no way to say I have a lead on this. Because lead him because it will not leaders. I want to see. Now that we have this one now, let's get a public lawyer that we can trust. And then they will go and pursue the stuff in Abuja while they work with the government and those detectives. I don't know how far they have gone. But those ones will know how to, keep those secrets and follow through.
So, sorry if it's loud, I'm driving. The thing is, I don't think we actually need a public lawyer at this point. We have VDM that has a lawyer, and you have a foundation as well. I think the thing is, there should be synergy between you and VDM. And, we don't need to now start looking for trusted or, we have someone that's already proved himself. So how can we align?
If it is VDM lawyer
and VDM,
you don't understand what I'm saying. If it is going to be VDM lawyer, it's still the same thing. But me, I don't want a situation where people will say Yomi is trying to do this and that. Normally on a good day, if they have never obstructed what I was doing as an NGO, as an activist, we have gone through the normal process and everything, we would have achieved the results and with even less stuff, because just do the right thing. But if his lawyer is going to come in, it means that we still have to work together, and the same set of people here will still be looking for our mistakes. So in terms of so if eventually there is no public lawyer, if you have to break the silence lawyer to go there, you would have to go quiet and go and work on those stuff. Or Nigeria, Abuja, one show him gidi. At what's in Nigeria, but if I were or tap your enemy law. You understand? But
you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful, but at the same time, no. Only one koto. If you understand what I mean. You understand? Because these are just ordinary people.
Let's not go. So we don't discuss your safety. If Mr. Backup wants to speak, Mr. Insada, go on. Because he has unmuted.
Lawyer tí mo sọ nítorí pé mi lè gbé lọ́yà láti kó máa lọ sí Abuja bó ṣe sọ public lawyer tá máa gbà tó máa l'Abuja ni o ẹ má change ẹ̀mọ́ mi lọ́wọ́ again o.
Don't talk again.
If not kí n ra dóko mi jẹ́jẹ́ kí n máa bá para ní òṣèré bí o kí n máa bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ okó àtòbó kò lè rárá o. Bàbá mo bá lọ ti fún level yẹn sìn wọ́n ti kíkọ́ àti ìyọ̀lẹ́ lọ́wọ́ o.
Inside backup, do you want to speak? If you're not, let Mr. Yomi carry on. Another Golden Seal, are you there? Mr. Yomi, carry on, I beg. I think people are not.
So basically, is that we are coming from public is why you look a lawyer. We just need a lawyer in Abuja to get that we know is working with us, and then by the time we do that, they will give information to where the stuff is. And then constant regular updates. No, by the time something concrete comes up, we will tell you. Even at this point, if the Baba wants justice, he would have no choice than to come down from his high horses and come and align with us. A good father will say, let me go and humble myself. They should come and meet me. If I really want justice, there is no choice. Let's come together. But if he now says, at this point, I'm not going to go and meet them, if they are not coming to meet me, judgment corona and we'll continue with justice of bad. It's just
I think for Mohbad's father, I don't think they want to join anything, just to follow. Just do what you are
I think with Baba Mohbad's father, he has to now start to defend himself. We're thinking this thing is likely. At the end of the day, this thing is not likely at all. If they've managed to mention his name and that obviously he was paid something and he made the wrong decision, because only sometimes you should follow Asha. All that is rubbish. It has shown now that if you be beaten by Yusuf, you go to jail. You should go to jail. So this is a change. It has changed the dynamics of things, because the only reason why this thing has become inconclusive is because the judge has said someone went to bury the son and tampered with evidence. Yeah. So he needs to defend himself seriously and explain reason who called him. You know what? This thing has happened now. He would now have to come and tell the truth of when he got there, all his actions, all this one that you saw blood halfway.
It's a serious crime, but you didn't report somebody's murder. You saw it, you saw blood, you saw everything, and then you didn't report it to the police.
Yeah, but the question, Mr. Yomi, is did he really see that blood? That's another question. Did he see it?
Yami, he saw it. Yeah, bro, you have bad nori. I'm very sure people Baba those follow very profusely.
Everybody saw blood. Forget about all these things. Everybody saw this blood, and they've managed to take it out of the case, because now this inquest, they've concluded it. They could not even tell us. They could not even tell us what had really happened, and they're just indicting people for the indicting sake.
Do you think Baba Mohbad did not see these swollen face on that day?
Baba Mohbad saw that face, and when do you think that Baba Mohbad did not see Mohbad's body under the stairs when he was climbing the stairs? In that house that you went to.
He even prayed for her the day of the burial. He prayed for her before the burial, early in the morning before they went to the burial ground. So he saw her face. He saw her at
what kind
house.
of prayer would that have been? What kind of prayer would that have been?
Wait, you know there was one Mr. Dyer that came out as Baba's friend that was telling us this one time, that when they got to Ikorodu, they took her straight to Baba to go and greet Baba. Before she went to the burial ground, where she went to throw the white cloth and everything, and the other girl to throw her black stuff. Now, why I came back up is that I am happy that this Naramali they are dragging, as Sam Larry said. I am happy because it looks like it's from their own side that more information will come out. You know, they've been keeping quiet, but they see that they're going down too. They won't go down without a fight. And they have more information about these people. I am sure that as soon as whatever happened in that house, they contacted Naramali and Larry and all the other cohorts. And when the chips are down, everybody will come and all bets will be off. All bets will be off. Yeah, that's what we say in business world. When the chips are down and everybody has to take their own, what do you call it? You take your own wound and go and lick it somewhere else. So I'm happy they've drawn them into this case. I'm happy that this guy, VDM, is working on all sides. He's calling her out profusely. In fact, this morning I was listening to his analysis of a TV interview of when we got to the hospital after 15 minutes or after 20 minutes, he told us that he had died. And then her madam said he died in the house. And Baba has changed his own testimony under oath of affidavit that Mohbad died on the 11th. Everybody is saying he died on the 11th. And the judge doesn't even adjust anything. He just come and read the original script. Sorry, Mr. Yomi, say something.
God is you want to ask something? Golden Seal.
Yeah, Golden Seal. Yes, I want to ask a question because when you were talking, I was kind of busy, but I can hear what you are saying. You got a point. You said, one leg bang, one laying. I want to know laying gong. Shine your leg by Mobadini. Don't be like in the colony. And very dark man that is on the public domain. Everybody only 247. It is up one leg bang. How come to be like and you know one leg bang?
Oh, okay. Shevekin Facey.
Yes, please.
Hold on, Mr.
That's why I asked that question.
Wait, Mr. Yomi, hold on. There's the Golden Seal, And
ẹ
this
jẹ́
case
kó
of
sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe bí béèrè
I just
ṣáfàjà
want to I want to ask him question too now so that we can answer both of us.
No ìbéèrè ni mo béèrè kò dẹ̀ tí fàjà ẹ ní sùúrù ẹ kó ṣàlàyé.
Mo fẹ́ pé èmi náà fẹ́ béèrè question so that he can answer both of us together. Wait now, he doesn't have to answer one at a time.
Please wait. Goodness is very simple. The investigation they are both doing is different. Very Dark Man did not go to Mohbad house. Or did he ever go to Mohbad house? Yomi Fabi is organizing conference, putting himself there. Have you ever seen Very Dark Man protest in Mohbad case or go to court or do anything? Very Dark Man went to Yomi went to Corona Inquest, did his own stuff there. I mean, just compare the both now. But when it comes to maybe they chase Yomi, we cannot tell to what extent, to what point. He himself is here. We don't know what threat he's received. But if that's your concern, I mean, I don't know. Do you want to help there? I mean, he's here to answer that. Yomi?
Okay, Paparano. Paparano, do you know why I asked this question? Thank you for giving me this answer. But I want to. Oh, sir, please.
Can I give a follow-up?
No, please, guys, don't start of us here, please. You guys, I don't want
anybody. I really want to respond to.
Stop writing the comment section. It's not nice.
I just want to give a follow-up.
Go, this is the moderator. Hey, Joe. I'm attacked.
Go this